Much like his father Constantius I, Constantine had a son prior to his marriage to the Empress Fausta. This son, Crispus, was an experienced Caesar who had led his father's fleet in his successful war against his rival Augustus in the east, Licinius. He was headquartered in Gaul when Constantine traveled to Rome in 326 to celebrate 20 years in power. On the way, Constantine had Crispus executed. Sometime later, he also executed Fausta. Their names were removed from family monuments and their faces stopped appearing on coins. With no official explanation for these deaths, outside observers have spun wild theories ever since. One theory went like this: Fausta had accused Crispus of rape, and after his execution, Constantine's mother Helena presented him with evidence that Fausta was lying. She had been in love with Crispus, and concocted the assault in a rage when he rejected her. One reason to doubt this story is how closely it follows the plot of a play by Euripides, with Constantine in the role of Theseus, Fausta as Phaedra, and Crispus the doomed Hippolytus, namesake of the play. Ancient writers had a habit of using familiar tropes to fill in the gaps of their own knowledge. Other writers speculated that they were indeed having an affair, and were possibly planning a coup, or that Fausta's death, supposedly by being suffocated in the bath, was a botched attempt at an abortion. The question of why Fausta would act against the interests of her own children by allying with Crispus puts this theory in doubt as well. Complicating matters is the fact that Fausta was the younger sister of Theodora, the woman who Constantius had left Helena for decades before. Was there something to the idea that family tensions bubbled over into violence? Such complicated and tangled family arrangements certainly made it easy for writers ancient and modern to spin melodramatic scenarios over very limited information. We will never know the actual reasons Constantine put his own son and wife to death, or whether Helena had any role in these events at all. What we do know is that Helena now became the most senior and prominent woman of the dynasty. She became the female face of the family, promoted on coinage, involved in the establishment of churches in Rome, and soon to take the famous trip to the Holy Land for which she has been best known ever since.